Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. I wanted to give you a quick update from the Yosted. We didn't post last week, and I was very close to not posting this week too, because we've been really sick. It's been years since any of us struggled with any sort of stomach virus or stomach bug, but we got hit with it roughly a week ago. Well, let me back up a little bit. So before all this happened, a day or two before all this happened, I went to my friends at Kramer's and we got some chickens. Let me show you the video because I ended up rigging kind of our beater car with old chicken trailer and putting that in there and transporting the pullets from the Kramer's with that, and it worked really well. Let me show you the video of when we got back and Henry greeting those new chickens. Do you see the baby chickens? The baby black chickens. They're the newest residents of the farm. Are you excited to see them?
So excited to see them.
You're so excited to see
Hi, black chickens.
Hi, black chickens. All right, we're going to start bringing them out to their new home. So we got those new chickens, and they're all good. They're in the A-frame right now in quarantine until about another month or so, maybe another few weeks, and then we'll release them with the regular flock. Just wanted some more layers. And then I think it was maybe 2 days after that, it's all a blur, I got violently ill to my stomach. I was unable to keep anything down for the better part of a week. Even fluids I was unable to keep in for very long. So it was a rough couple of days. And today, this morning, was the first morning where I actually felt good enough to keep something down. I'm obviously not 100%, but unfortunately, Holly has it now. She's resting. Henry, thankfully, he seems okay. He's taking a nap right now. His little immune system is more robust than his parents, than Holly and I. Our immune systems, so we're hoping that he stays good because he's just as bouncy and happy as he ever was. But if he does get this, we know exactly where it came from. So, like, I passed the baton on to Holly, the baton of misery, and now she's flattened by it. She's dealing with it. I hope it doesn't affect her as long. So I dealt with that, and I'm just now emerging from that, and it was rough. I was reading somewhere that norovirus is kind of going through the area. Maybe this is that. I don't know. If you've ever dealt with the stomach flu or the stomach virus, particularly one that takes the better part of a week, you understand how tough it is. So I'm thankful that I seem to be emerging. I've been taking probiotics. And that seems to have helped quite a bit, just kind of rebuilding my devastated gut. But all this time out, I obviously couldn't film, couldn't edit, couldn't do anything like that. It took me out of the game, not only from my part-time job, but from work on the homestead. Now, meanwhile, Grammy and Poppy, they've stayed away from us. They live on that side of the barn. They have their own maladies. My dad has a really bad head cold. He got tested for the flu and for COVID, and it's not any of those things, but it is a really bad cold that's laid him flat. And then there's Nana over there. We've advised her to keep clear of this danger zone, this sick zone that we're living in, this leper colony that we have, just for her own health and safety, that she doesn't get this. So a couple people reached out asking if we were okay. Why didn't I post last week? That's why. And again, I didn't do anything this past week, so there's really nothing to film. And it's kind of a bummer for me because we've got so many projects that we have to gear up for, especially infrastructure projects. We're going to be we were able to renovate one of our barn stalls into a functional working animal stall for the breast chickens. I'd like to start work on renovating a second stall for larger animals like pigs, because we really want to get back into them for piglets. And so that's a big, that stall is in rough shape. I'd like to fortify it and get it ready for piglets for when we're ready to take those on again. There's the attic room that has to be done in the next few weeks, and that's a big project, and that's occupying a lot of research and worry time in my head. That's a big one we need to get to. The bunkhouse that Dad's working on, we're still working on that. The exterior of it is pretty much all done. Dad has done 90% of it. I've helped out a little bit. But when he starts work on things like the roof and the interior and electricity, those are all things that I'm going to be helping out with a little bit more. The garden, I need to get the garden officially winterized. I haven't really done that. I could keep going on. If you live on a homestead or you live on a small hobby farm, you understand that there's an endless list of big, high priority projects that always need to get done. And so we've got so many of them. Potentially a greenhouse that we're talking about building with those old windows. There's just a lot of things we've got on the docket for the upcoming year. I'll go over more of those. I'll go over more of those in a kind of my end of the year Q&A video I've got scheduled for the next few weeks. But all I'm going to do this week is just try and be healthy for Christmas because it's been a tough one. I think now that I'm kind of crawling out of the sick, I'm gonna take care of Holly. She took care of me when I was sick, and then just keep our prayers and help towards my parents who are dealing with their own version of sick. But that's where we're at. In the meantime, I sincerely hope that all of you, my friends, have an amazing season, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Christmas, and an incredible New Year. I have a good feeling about 2025. 2024, I remember at the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, this year is going to be weird. And it was a weird year because I lost my job and I had to get used to the new reality. But 2025, I have a very, very good feeling about. And I hope you guys do as well. But in the meantime, please enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your family, enjoy your time off, enjoy your New Year. I'll probably talk to you again before the New Year. And I just want to thank you for hanging on with us. Our channel has continued on now. We're going into our fourth or fifth year. A lot of you guys have been watching since the very beginning. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I just want to thank you for being with us. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm rambling. I've got brain fog. That's part of that's part of what I'm dealing with, is brain fog. Hopefully I get better by the next time you see me. Hopefully we're all in tip-top shape. But until then, remember, as always, slowly, slowly.